Greetings in our Lord Jesus Christ's name. I also addressed him as Emmanuel, Matthew 1:13. Before that, the angel told Joseph to call him Jesus, or better yet, Yeshua in Hebrew. Then in verse 13, the angel said, they, who are they? They are the Christians, the future born-again Christians. If you're a born-again Christian, the angel said we are to call him Emmanuel, from Isaiah chapter 6, I think it is. That Emmanuel, God with us. Somehow over the years, tradition, religion, and all that crap got it all mixed up. So I'm learned that recently, and I'm slowly getting used to address him that way. I sing in my choir at my church, and Jesus is that way, but the Lord knows my heart. I sometimes mumble in my heart. Okay, so I'm doing a review on Christian publishing. There is a person that has a great idea on Christian publishing. How he believes the written books are still not dead. The ebooks are kind of taken over, especially with Amazon. I have an Amazon Kindle myself, and I probably have 40 books on inside my library, something like that at least. So it's very convenient. It's cheaper. So if I wasn't do it, I probably would do it both ways. Because a written one is good too, because of taking notes and all that. He sees that Christian journals can be used for different manners, and I can see that. I've journaled over the years. I've been a born again Christian since about this time, 1981. I don't know the exact date. I know it's May 1981. So I've been walking with him a long time. I've been a pastor, been a missionary, been an evangelist. So I served him a lot too. And during those trials and during those challenging times, good and bad, I journaled. I probably got 30 out of 37 years of journals. So that's one way people do it. I journal, not every day anymore. I journal so far this year, probably, I have a notebook, so I've probably gone through about 15, 20 pages. I'm not done it every day. I do it part of my quiet time. I read through the Bible each year normally. New Testament, sometimes I work on the Greek. Or this year I'm reading both. I'm reading Leviticus right now, which is tough. And also I'm finishing up Hebrews, the book of Hebrews in the New Testament. Okay, so you can do different things with this. You can do journal for yourself. You can do journal for various reasons, maybe forgiveness for some sort of known sin that many of us are too prideful to admit, but we know in our heart that God has been pricking us on certain areas. Could be it could be intercessory, where we keep track of a journal for people that we're praying for. It's great doing that, because then we know when God answers that prayer. It just encourages our faith. So that's another way you can do that. He calls it the Christian publishing treasures. He has a, I believe it's, let me see here, make sure I got that right. I think it's a 47-page PDF document that you can download for a reasonable price. And then if you got some options, you can add some other stuff to it as well. You can also use this to publish a guide. I'm looking at a devotional that's very close to my heart for years, and I'm starting to rewrite into it more proper names like Emmanuel. And I think the word God is pagan, comes from a pagan section. If you search all the way back to the Hebrew, the biblical days, is more like Y-O-H, Yod. So a lot of times in choir I get away with saying Yod. Sometimes it's hard to say Emmanuel. But meantime, I'm trying to change my vocabulary, not for legalism or earning something from him, but his name shall be praised. His name's above all names. And I want to recognize that. I'm doing my best I can in my later years. So it said he has a guide on how to produce the journals. He also has a couple, you've got admin for, I don't know if you heard of PLRs. They're pre-ready made information docs. I'm kind of in the internet marketing business. So that's a way you can get material that's not copyrighted, material that you can grab for content, but you need to edit it because that's where you're going to put it out on a website, because Google's going to know, it's going to search it and it'll see whether it's more, if it's more legit, if it's more your content, then it's going to like it. So it'll send traffic to it. So, but PLRs are, a lot of people use them for help. So he has that for one of the upgrades. He basically a simple free tool. He comes with it. Let's see historical prices. For instance, like how these are comparing to selling on Amazon. Because that's be another option you can do. You can write an ebook for Amazon. When you should be paying for licensing fees to publishers, recording stuff. Also, when you're gonna when are you to pay publishers to write a Bible passage? If you use a New American Standard, NIV, some of these new modern translations, you just can't use it. You have to ask permission. Sometimes you got to pay royalty rights. But he shows other Bibles that are not copyright, so you'd be able to do that. 11 public domains that are copyright-free Bibles. He shares that. Again, 8 general concepts behind creating journals. It's another appealing feature he has. How to find nonprofit organizations that may be seeking these type journals, so you might have a market to sell them. How to market them or sell them or whatever at a local church is another area. You can use the journals to help raise money. Maybe there's a fundraiser in your local church if you know of some. You can write a journal maybe for their history or their prayers that's been answered, or the prayers that are needed, or their mission work or something like that. You can always prepare a journal for them and help them to raise needed money. That's another great option. But you can leave. You can also, while important you see with this is you can leave a legacy to your family. My journals are a mess. I lost some of them. My writing's horrible, so it's probably very hard to read. But if I can put that into more of a electronic format, even like a video like this is one way, but also a written format, I can share that with my family later in years if the Lord tarries. That's another subject. Be interested in finding more about that. I have a Christian blog, Dave L. Houston, D-A-V-L. My last name spelled not like the city Houston, H-U-S-T-O-N. DaveLHouston.com. And it's a Christian blog. I have over 100 people register on it. I don't know why. I'm trying to see why. But I blog on different subjects. I want to start blogging on the events of today. Blank back out. Okay, so you leave a legacy for your family. Okay, so you get everything you need to get started. That's what I like about it. You can build your manuscripts. You write your manuscripts, custom your journals to specific subject areas, things like that. And now's like your competition in the marketplace. If you're in that that you want to start making a business out of it, you can get your journals printed via a print on demand companies. You give you a list of that. Price teaches you how to price your journals to get your maximum royalties. Make sure it's worth your time. How to structure a fundraising program for nonprofits and for local churches. Again, how to work more closely with local churches to be able to see journals and planners. Lastly, inside the training, you will get a whole world of Christian publishing, and you really don't get that. Okay, and the ideal cost of this is $24.39, less than $25, less than a dinner when you and your wife, that you can get this journal completely. But it's just an area where basically you can get the best ingredients you can get to be able to the best training you can get, basically, and the best knowledge, information you can get to be able to write a journal for yourself, for your family, for your church, to run a small business out of it. It to be very profitable for you and also for fellow Christians as well. You can start it with a Sunday school project. Be another great way. Okay. Any questions? You can reach me on my blog, davelhouston.com, and also radicalchanges@yahoo.com is one of my email addresses. And also on my blog, this will go on, DaveHBlogTips.com, DAVEH blogtips.com is where this will go, as well as on my YouTube channel. Godspeed, and pray about this and consider it.